I've got no idea whatsoever who you were going to nominate. Absolutely
I have no idea.
No, absolutely no idea.
I
don't even know
no
myself,
idea.
and like even the people that I'm like, I've got absolutely no idea who Josie would nominate. Absolutely no clue at all. I couldn't even think of one reason whatsoever. Like not one person has indicated or said anything or anything like.
Yeah.
Like, there's been a couple of cheeky comments here and there, but like you think, like that wouldn't be enough. Like people.
I think what it's going to come down to in the coming weeks is people are going to really start to struggle. They've been away for a long time from their family, from their homes, wherever, and then in that environment of pressure, people's personalities are going to crack a little bit, and there's going to be stuff that's going to come up, like what's happening with the mole. Who would have thought the mole would be acting like that the last couple of weeks? Do you know what I mean? He's been acting a little bit weird and doing some strange stuff, and you know, his head. It's because he was never like that.
No.
But it's almost like the longer we're in here, that sort of stuff. Even like the Baron's struggling different days, isn't he, and different things. And it could be little things like that, and enough to swing the votes. Do you know what I mean? Because you haven't got a reason to put people out.
No.
And if people start to crack and start showing off and being a little bit funny, they're the people you love, but they're the only ones you're given a reason to being nominated. And no one else is given a reason. Do you know what I mean? We all get on all right together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, John? I'm not saying that.
100%, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It could be anyone, like. It could, you know. That's just nuts, man. You can see now why, like, the Intruders have had a hard time in the past.
In a way, I'd rather just wear the jumpsuit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because like wear the red jumpsuit that way, like you actually feel. I think in a way, I feel better putting on the red jumpsuit than not, because doing the task on Tuesday. One, because you got a chance to get out of it, and two, if you don't get out of it, you're going up against the public, and if the public don't want you in, then you fuck off anyway.
Yeah.
So it's really a win-win, really, when you think about it.
Yeah.
And two, but like, I think the worst feeling would be not to be nominated and put up anyway.
Yeah.
I think that's the worst feeling.
That's definitely the worst.
That's worse than being nominated itself.
Yeah.
I can handle with the House not liking me.
Yeah.
What I can handle being put up.
Yeah.
Like, because last week I told people,
Yeah.
I went up to them and said, look, if you've got trouble picking someone, just put me up. I'll go up. Like no, like so just take the stress off them.
Yeah.
Just if you don't know who you're going to put up, just rip my name up off the board and stick me up. Like if you know someone that you're gonna, if you're like, no, I want to put up, like no, I've got someone who I want to put up, then do that. But like if people struggle, like just whack me up. But like that'd be a harsh like feeling. And then to go, and it seems to be the curse, doesn't it? Like Rachel got put up,
Yeah.
she went. Theos got put up, he went. Like people that probably wouldn't have gone up for like a few weeks.
Yeah. The time was cut
Gone,
short.
like, no, like I'm convinced that Nathan would have been here
Yeah.
till like week 10, week 11, easily.
Yeah.
If not the end, if not even a chance of winning it.
Yeah.
I honestly believe that. Like,
He's a cool guy.
And then all of a sudden he's been whacked up purely on one person's choice.
Yeah.
Gone up. Like she's
just so happened he was up against you.
She's plucked him. She's
You
plucked
know,
him out of her ass.
You imagine, dude, the guy goes out to applause. You know what I mean? There's only two of them up. He goes out to applause.
Because that was the first time.
'cause-
She goes, and the fifth person or whatever to be evicted from the house is, I just stood up. Before she even called the name, I thought, I'm waiting. So I just stood up, zipped up my jacket, like went to say goodbye to Josie. And then they fucking said Nathan. I was like, fucking nearly fucking passed out. Because the whole week, like they talk to you when you're up. They talk to you how you're feeling about it, and I just said, look, I didn't want to be a sad sack, because I wasn't a sad sack. Like they just said, like, they said, how do you feel about it? Like, do you think you're going? I'm like, I don't mean to be negative, but if you want my actual opinion, I think I'm 100% out of here. Like, that was my honest opinion. It wasn't that I was trying to get sympathy off anyone, because I'm not like that.
No.
But if people were to ask me, do you think you're going? Yeah, I do. I do think I'll go. I'm not going to lie. And if people say to me, like Ify had said to me last week, she's like, do you think I'm going? I'm like, look, I think you're in trouble. I think.
Yeah.
Like, she asked for my honest opinion, so I sort of said to her, I said, look, I spoke to Corin about it, and because Corin said, I'm convinced I'm going.
Who was she up against, Iffy?
Corin and
The mole.
yeah, and Mario. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mario. I was convinced Mario was staying.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going anywhere.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was going anywhere, and then Corin sat down. And she's like, yeah, but if he doesn't really talk that much, so there's no real reason to pick up the phone and actually evict her. Like whereas I yell a lot, I scream a lot, I talk a lot and stuff like that, and like that could annoy people on the outside. And I thought, yeah, you're sort of right. Like
Yeah.
I understood what she was saying. I was like, yeah, and that's what sort of made me change my mind. I'm like, maybe not so much. Maybe it's probably a 50-50, but I still thought it was I was always edging towards Iffy, because Iffy had been into the diary room and sort of said like she'd accomplished everything, she'd got everything she wanted out of Big Brother, and I don't think that like that may not have gone down too well. Like she might have just said like she's talking about that she'd accomplished everything she wanted to accomplish, pretty much saying that I've done everything I wanted to do, so I'm ready to go home. So. But yeah, it's kind of a feeling, because like you see people like Iffy and like Corin was like me and Corin were like obviously had arguments and stuff before, but like you don't want to see like Corin was like buzzing, like that she was not that she got out of it, like she was full stressing, like she's hiding it in ways like different people hide it in different ways, like don't they, like different like people are nervous as fuck when they're up. And like Corin like smokes a lot more and yells a lot more and like singing like and that. Seahorse was like he came out of his shell a lot since when he was up. Yeah. He was a lot louder and a lot more bouncing around, and the mole cracks the shits. He didn't talk to no one. Like Shabs throws tables. Like it just depends. Like Davo just laughs, gets high on the Lord. Like different people. Benny pretty much stays the same, doesn't he?
Yeah, he didn't change.
Like I sort of went a little bit more quiet, just because I didn't want to look like I didn't want to start bouncing around in that and like looking like I was trying to get extra votes like based on my next 3 days.
Yeah.
So look, I'm just going to be chilled out, be myself, but not sort of look like I'm not look like I'm trying to be someone I'm not, like not trying to be an attention seeker just so that like people are like, oh, I won't vote for him because he is actually funny or whatever. Like they've seen enough of you now. Like
they know what you are.
They know what you are. Okay, I might get out of it this week. Might suck up everyone's ass. People might think, whatever, and then might get out of it this week.
Yeah.
But then go up next week. Eventually, the public will get a hold of you, and once they do, you're out.
Yeah. Exactly.
So I'm not gonna be who I'm not.
Yeah.
For a whole week. Just to avoid leaving, just to avoid the public.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit. Like I'd rather go a week early than be someone I'm not for a whole week, just in order to avoid the public vote.
Yeah. Or try and control everything in you for your benefit.
Yes.
Whilst trying to be who you are.
Yeah.
So you don't get voted out.
Yeah. But I think maybe because of the fact that it might sound strange, but I think because of the fact that it is the last series, I think people are trying more so in this series than any other to hang on to the last bit of glory of Big Brother. I didn't think about it till not long ago, but I honestly...
You think that's right?
It sounds stupid because like it's not as if we're going to audition for the next one, even if there was one.
Yeah.
But because it's the actual last one, they all want to be there for the end. I do too, but like I think like some people are willing to just be themselves and see what happens. Other people are like they're just going to try and grasp onto anything, like do anything they can, whether it means being nice to someone that they don't like or whatever. Whereas I'm not. I'm not going. I refuse. It's just in my nature. I just would refuse to do that. If I didn't like someone or I disagree with someone, whether it be on a Monday morning or a fucking Tuesday morning or something, whatever. Like the amount of blues I've had on Sundays and Mondays, like which like I don't care what day it is. I'm just gonna treat it how it is, and if it happens, it happens.
It's going to happen for us all now. At the end of the day.
And like you said, we've been in here long enough now.
Yeah.
that if you are up for the public vote.
Yeah.
And I for the first time, I honestly can't, like, I wouldn't even know who was a fucking favourite or not anyway. So even if I was to go up against, I wouldn't know if whoever's up on Monday or Tuesday or whatever. I honestly couldn't pick. I don't think between us all, I honestly couldn't pick who would stay and who goes anyway.
Yeah.
I think there's certain people that you could look at and think they're not going to be going anyway. I think maybe 2 or 3, and I think Steve-O still isn't going to be going anyway.
No.
I think you're obviously not going to be going anywhere, and like Josie, I think Josie would go anyway. I think it's probably a bit of a pick and mix out of the rest. I
might be a bit biased towards Josie, but I don't think. I'd imagine that she would be liked. You know, I don't know. I think she deserves to be liked. But I don't think that I think she'll be here to the final.
I don't think.
And I think Steve-O will be here to the final.